What is going on, guys and girls? My name is of course BPRGaming, and today I will be bringing you a video breaking down some elite gameplay from Spider-Man PS4. Now I will state this very clearly, this is just spoilers for the first 2 minutes and the first mission of the game, but people know the elite cutscene already and people have been shown what happens in the first mission, so I wouldn't say it's spoilerish, but I will also say this: there will be no gameplay, so Insomniac PlayStation, do not copy strike this video. If you want to take it down, then just ask me. I am just doing what other people have done on YouTube, i.e. telling what the first cutscene is, which they have done, and given the people information they want and need. So if you guys want me to take it down, then please message me privately and I will take it down. Do not copy strike. But guys and girls, without further ado, sit down, grab some food or drink or whatever, and enjoy the video. So guys and girls, as most of you know, the leaked Spider-Man PS4 footage has been coming up everywhere on the internet at the moment, and it's coming from a Russian gaming center where PlayStation actually sent them the full game instead of the demo, so fans for the first day got to play the full game. Now this is insanely stupid on PlayStation's behalf, not Insomniac's. They don't deal with this stuff. Insomniac send them the stuff they're supposed to put up there, and PlayStation are like, nah, it's fine, let's mix it up. Because as most of you know, the press events for Spider-Man PS4 has been going around the countries and worlds in the past couple of weeks, and they've obviously had this demo, but that is the press demo, not the fan expo demo. So PlayStation, you massively effed up there. But guys, the leaked cutscene, this cutscene is the opening for the entire game, and it was actually shown at SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con, this past month or past couple of weeks, and fans have been wanting to see it for ages, as there have been a description of what actually entails. Now I will not show this clip here just because I don't get copyright striked, but you can go onto the Spider-Man PS4 Reddit, you can type it on Google and it will send you directly to cutscene. But I'm going to give you a brief description of what this is. So in the first scene, guys, we actually see a spider dangling from a web from outside of Peter Parker's window. The camera will then pan across and we see clips and shots of pictures of Ben Parker, his uncle, his aunt, Harry, Mary Jane, Gwen, and of course Harry and Peter at school together presumably. Then we can see a picture of Aunt May and Peter just outside the feast center where Martin Lee actually directs. Panning down again, guys, this is all a panorama shot. It's very cinematic and very cool. We see a dead plant, presumably because Peter hasn't had time to juggle his personal life and his Spider-Man life, alternating personas between each character, and it's just kind of reminiscent of why he does this. He does it to save lives, so he's letting the plant die. It's not life. We then also see a chair, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's a chair with clothes on it, meaning he's awfully messy, and we see some scientific little module type stuff. As the camera pans down again, we do actually see an image of a sketchbook of him redesigning his web shooters. Now of course, as we know, Peter Parker is a scientist in this game, and of course he wants to create new web designs and he wants to create new web shooters that will help him become the best Spider-Man possible. These designs look very much like the older, more classic designs, but we will see more very soon. Now as the camera does pan across, like I said, we see more web shooters. These are now his primary web shooters that he has created over the years. These are very cool, slim design, and from what we can see, these can just be attached to Peter's arms whenever he wants them to. Kind of similar to that Spider-Man Homecoming. And as the camera pans across, we see a bunch of technical equipment, and we also see a picture of the full picture, Spider-Man's new, basically Vogue, I'm gonna say, in the Spider-Man PS4 world, and it's the full picture. Osborn, it's not secrecy, it's supernatural, and it's secrets. Osborn is running from air, as we know, so as much publicity as he can get is great. And then panning across, we see a bunch of wires. We also see a vacation pot and a new laptop pot, which he's trying to save up for, but obviously doesn't have any money. Emergency energy bars, we see more technical stuff, and we actually get a first glimpse of inside Peter Parker's Spider-Man mask. This is fantastic for fans who love Spider-Man Homecoming. This is very reminiscent of that suit. As we can tell on this image on the screen now, we can see actually the Spider-Man Homecoming suit, and it is very similar to that. The inside is all technical, and we can actually see from this image how the mask's eyes work, and of course it's how he gets his HUD up, which is a great explanation for fans who were just wondering, wait, why the hell is this just here? Why? As you pan across again, we actually do see his broken laptop, preferably programming the web, and we have a bunch of cool little Easter eggs for Spider-Man where he has actually captured these villains. Oh, we have the Scorpion, we have Electro. We can also see a bunch of more web shooters, I believe, that Spider-Man has created or he wants to create, meaning more web shooter upgrades in the future in the game, hopefully, fingers crossed. Yep, Scorpion's still on steam, we have Fisk, who's a prick. We also have Rhino's Rampage, which we actually can get for now, and we also have the Vulture Squawks. And actually moving across to the desk, we can see a bunch of, notices and post-it notes that have some quite good information on it. First, we have find out Yuri's birthday. Then we have rent past again, Peter, whatever. Then we have pick up Aunt May at 10 p.m. at Feast. Read catchphrase. It's webbing time. That is a crap catchphrase. Do not use that. Real Jonah Jameson stuff. We also have the suit stinks laundry. Rent. I'm told paying his rent. Our suit fabric ballistic, giving hints towards him creating the new suit in the future. Hopefully, it is great to see this. And my favorite one, guys. Call Tony Stark back. RE job offer. This is a hint to what Spider-Man and Peter Parker will be doing in the game. Hopefully, this is how he creates his new suit. Tony Stark is confirmed to be in the game. Call Tony Stark back. Job offer. Hopefully, Peter Parker will be working at Avengers Tower, which would just be so cool and amazing to see. And we see Peter Parker's phone as he tries to grab it, and it's the police alarm. Something happening at Fisk Tower. As we know, Peter Parker's gonna go get him. Instantly gets up out of bed, and we can see him reaching to get some food, and his toaster looks quite cool actually. Let's just do this. As we know, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, okay? He's very smart, and he looks like he's programmed his toaster to cook his toast for him automatically. All he has to do is put the bread in it. That's cool. But we can also see that Spider-Man is wearing tighty whitey Spider-Man boxers, which is insane. And as we can see here, guys, Spider-Man is actually attaching his web shooters onto these bracelets he has on his wrists. Presumably, Peter Parker will have these on at all times, but what if he can't get his web shooters? Hopefully, in the future, it'll be more like Spider-Man Homecoming, where they just shoot out. Hey, with Tony Stark's help, anything is possible. And as it progresses on, we can actually see him getting his toast and getting his suit on like a normal superhero. Okay, that's amazing to see. And the suit up animation on your screen now, guys, is the actual clip that we've seen before from the trailers of Peter Parker suited up as Spider-Man, but in his new Insomniac white spider suit. This is actually taken directly from the opening cinematic, but they just changed the suit to the white ballistic one. In the actual clip, he is in his classic spider suit, and I actually prefer this over the upgraded suit just because it looks so much sleeker and smoother and cooler. I will be playing as this suit more times than the white ballistic one. And we can actually see from this Spider-Man setting up his HUD, setting up everything he needs to do, and a rent notice. The hell, Peter. But he has a choice here. Go to his rent, live his Peter Parker life, or go and take down Fisk. And what does he do? Runs and jumps out of the window and web strings straight into gameplay. Now that gameplay is of him just swinging through the city and getting to Fisk Tower. Now guys, that was the opening cutscene. I am now going to talk to you about the opening mission, the opening fight, okay? I'm going to be discussing it. So spoilers for the opening mission right now, but what I'm saying now, it's not actually spoilery. I'm just going to say what happens. From the trailers, we do know what happens, so it's not really spoilery. Again, Insomniac, Sony, PlayStation, if you want me to take this down, ask me. I'm not doing any copyright law breaking, anything like that. I'm just giving a breakdown of it that we know already. So yeah, let's get straight into it. As we see Spider-Man swinging through the city, going to Fisk Tower, he enters the building, obviously after talking to a couple of police officers, and he has to take down some goons that are working for Fisk. He does this, progresses through the lobby, and progresses through onto the next level. I say level just because it's easier to say than having an open world game. But as we can see, walking through, we see police officers that are down, some are dead, and some just want to get the hell out of there. As Peter progresses through, he fights more of Fisk's bad guys, and actually starts to talk to a police officer. As Peter walks through them, his spider sense starts tingling, and he has to backflip over them and take their weapons. These guys are working for Fisk. That means Fisk has his hands in the police department of New York City, which is bad news for everyone else. But Peter finally takes these down, and we see the entrance of Fisk. Now, this battle is very generic. I'm just gonna say that now. But what can you expect? Wilson Fisk, yeah, he's strong, yeah, he's the kingpin, but he doesn't have any superpowers, doesn't have any suit that helps him give superpowers. So what will this fight be? It's literally just a generic fight between Spider-Man with amazing superpowers and strength against a couple of generic NPC bad guys and Wilson Fisk. So I wasn't expecting this to be an all-out battle, but from the trailer we can see that something does happen as Spider-Man has to swing in and his suit somehow gets torn up. We don't know how that happens, but Wilson Fisk is finally taken away by the police, and that is where the mission ends there. Guys and girls, this is insane. I've seen people going on about, oh, I'm lowering my expectations now. Don't lower your expectations, okay? Keep them at a level playing field. We've seen now one official boss battle, which was amazing against Electro. That was insane. And this is just the first one against someone Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, who doesn't have superpowers. Just think about that for a moment, guys. But that has been the opening cutscene and opening mission to Spider-Man PS4. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to click the like button down below. Share this video out as much as you can. Also guys, comment down below who you are excited to see appear in Spider-Man PS4. Again, like the video, subscribe if you're new for more Spider-Man PS4 content and a walkthrough when the game is released. I hope you will have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.